we are going to learn some statement of financial transactions. Those special financial transactions are reported by some specified entities. There are 12 type of entities have given the list of 12 entities which should report the financial transaction. Now let us learn those financial transactions which should be reported. Now there are first transaction that if you have purchased any kind of bank draft in a financial year which amounts to more than rupees 10 lakh, then the banking company should report that particular transaction. There are second one, if there is you have purchased any prepaid instrument from RBI of rupees 10 lakh or more, that is to be reported by the banking company. And the third one, which is very important one, if you have deposited or withdrawn rupees 50 lakh or more in a financial year from one or more bank account, basically these are current account, then that particular transaction should be reported by the banking company. So be very careful if you are having your business and you are doing cash transactions in a year, that should not exceed rupees 50 lakh, otherwise it should be reported by the banking company. The second one is rupees 10 lakh which is deposited in one or more account in a year, then the banking company and even the post office general, postmaster general, basically the post office, if you have done this transaction, that should also be reported. And now the third one, basically sometimes you are making FDs or one time deposit. So basically you should consider that if in a financial year you have made a FD of rupees 10 lakh or more, then that particular transaction is to be reported by all the four. There is Nidhi company also. So be careful कि आपको even banking company, post office, Nidhi company, even NBFC, all these four financial institutions should report that particular transaction. Now the fourth one, this is relating to credit card, and most of the person are doing credit card transaction now a year which is exceeding more than 10 lakh rupees a year. So be careful if you are doing a transaction with a credit card and you are paying the bill of rupees 10 lakh or more during a year, then that particular transaction should be reported by banking company, credit card company, or any other company which is issuing credit card. And the second one, never pay your credit card bill in cash exceeding rupees 1 lakh. That particular transaction is also to be reported. Okay. Now the fifth one is very important point. If you are acquiring bond debentures issued by a company, then that particular and the amount of transaction is more than 10 lakh rupees, then that particular company or institution must report that particular transaction to the income tax department. Now the sixth one, if you are purchasing a share of rupees 10 lakh or more in a financial year, then the company issuing that particular share must report that particular transaction in SFT. Okay, so basically this is a very important point regarding the private limited company. If you are making a private limited company and you are issuing the share of rupees 10 lakh or more, then that particular company must report that particular transaction as per SFT. Okay, this is very important part. If you are making a private limited company or a public company and issuing share of rupees 10 lakh or more, then as per this SFT transaction, it should be reported. Now the seventh one, the buyback of share. If you are if a company is buyback the share from any person or in the open market, and if there is a financial transaction of rupees 10 lakh or more by a single person, then that particular transaction should be reported. Okay, so these are basically the 7 points, and the other points will be considered in the next part. Okay.